So, hello everyone, and welcome back to another merchandise update video. Last one I did, I think, was at Christmas. But avast, this is my birthday, and I'm going to show you some of the items that I got on my birthday. But we're going to start with an item that I didn't get on my birthday that I bought myself 2 weeks prior, and it is this AC/DC speaker. So I got this in a Mankind, had my eye on it for quite a while. It's Bluetooth, and I got it for like 20 quid because it was on sale. So yeah, not really much else to say about it really, except that it looks fucking cool actually. Hence why I bought it for myself, to be honest. But yeah, I'm definitely glad to have it, because now I can... And it's good sound quality, which is one of the reasons why I wanted it, to be honest. But it does look, epic, because that's what I was after it for, to be honest. But yeah, that was this speaker. So now, moving into the items I got on my birthday. We'll start with the DVDs as per usual. 2 movies this time. First one is Get Out. Not Get Out, Us. Same director, wrong film. Us, which was a film that I watched in the cinemas and when it first came out, and adored it. Brilliant film, absolutely amazing. Jordan Peele just understands horror apparently, and it shows with this film here. Obviously, I really enjoyed Get Out, so this was a clear must get, to be honest. Funny, but yeah, it's an amazing film, and I'm really glad to have it physically now. It's like having DVDs now is more of like a trophy because of the online streaming, opportunities that we have nowadays. DVDs and CDs are more like trophies now, which isn't a bad thing, which is why I collect them nowadays. But yeah, I'm definitely glad to have this. This is an amazing horror film, honestly, really, really good. But yeah, on to the next DVD. We have another film that I watched when it came out in the cinema, and I'm very pleased to have it, I will say. It is Doctor Sleep. People will say that, oh, it's overrated, it's not good at all, but I enjoyed it. I don't even care. Ewan McGregor is fucking brilliant. His acting is superb in this. He's a good actor in general, but yeah. And obviously The Shining is my favourite film of all time. And I know that this is just self-indulgent of the legacy that was The Shining. But I still love it. I love all the callbacks. I love that it's not just relying on the plot from The Shining as well. It does borrow a lot from The Shining in terms of what it is, but who can blame them, honestly? The Shining is just such a superb film. So, yeah, with that said, let's move on to the CDs. So, the first CD that I got was the Disturbed album called Asylum. And this was one of the first albums that I ever listened to from Disturbed, so it's just by fluke that I don't have it physically yet, and it's brilliant that I have it now. So I am definitely very, very pleased to have this finally, because Asylum, the song in here, is like one of my favourite songs from Disturbed. So, yeah, I think it's a fucking brilliant album, and I'm really, really glad to have this one. The next album that we have to show is Ecliptica by Sonata Arctica. And this is in my top 5, if not top 3 albums of all time. It is flawless. Every single song on this album is brilliant. Every single song on this album I love. It's just a flawless album. If you're into any music of this kind, and even if you're not, I'd say give this album a try. It is brilliant. There's such a mixture of songs on there. There's a couple ballads in there. There's quite a few power metal songs in there as well. It's full of everything you need really in an album. It's just brilliant. I highly recommend anyone to try out this album. It's so good. But yes, now we will move on to a t-shirt that I have received on this day, and it is none other than, let me unfold it first. It is let me just zoom out, the Sabaton The Great War album t-shirt. If you can see that, I don't think you can get it all, but it looks so cool, doesn't it? I'm so glad, because The Great War is another one of my favourite albums, and back in February I went to see Sabaton at the Great Tour with Joe, and that concert was a fucking phenomenal experience, and I am super pleased that I went. But yeah, honestly, such a brilliant, shirt as well. I'm really, really glad to have it, really glad. Anywho, we will move on to the next item, which I already unboxed because I got excited, not gonna lie. But all you Doctor Who fans that still watch my channel, thank you, by the way, for sticking around. I got the Recon Dalek, and doesn't it look cool? This is one of my favourite Dalek designs. I love that it basically looks like a tank. That's why I love it. That's why I loved the Special Weapons Dalek so much. This design is just fucking brilliant. It's one of the best things to come out of Doctor Who in the recent years. And just fucking, just look at this shit. It doesn't look fucking epic. Oh, cherry on top. You open this up, if I can with one hand, hold on. Open that up there, and then guess what? It comes with a mutant, motherfuckers. This fucking figure takes me back to the Dalek from 2005, and you had a toy that where you could open up the front compartment fully and take it off, and there'd be a mutant inside. Those of you who grew up watching Doctor Who know what I'm talking about. If you collected the figures, that 2005 Dalek figure, this takes me back to that. This figure is honestly one of the best things ever. It's full of nostalgia from the 2005 Dalek. Plus, it's an amazing design from an amazing episode of Doctor Who. And honestly, just look at that shit. It's just the mutant. They didn't have to go all out and put the mutant in, but they did. But I think character options are really, starting to jump back onto quality rather than quantity with these, toys nowadays, which I'm very, very pleased to see as well. Because obviously their quality of their figures did kind of drop after Series 5, didn't it? So I'm definitely pleased that this is a real return to form, and I love this figure to pieces. Doesn't it look good? Doesn't it just look fucking epic? I just love everything about it. It's just so good. Anyway, I'll stop raving and ranting about this figure, and we'll move on to another Doctor Who figure. Yes, there's more. So the Recon Dalek was the only figure that I rushed to unbox. The rest of them are still in their box, and I'm going to open them for you now. The first one is this one, and it's too zoomed in. There you go. But yeah, love this. I had my eyes on this back when these 2019 B&M sets came out, like the Silver Nemesis set, which I got, the Sontaran and Harry Sullivan set, which I also got. Would have liked the Androzani TARDIS set with the Fifth Doctor, but I didn't get it just because of money more than anything else. But looking at this now, this is the only figure that I would have regretted not having, and I'm glad that I got it today, just because I never thought that I'd ever get a Seventh Doctor that even resembled remotely his costume from the TV movie, which now we have, even though it's not technically the Seventh Doctor from the movie. Apparently it's from like a Big Finish audio, but it has the dark brown coat, and it has the burgundy like jumper and the scarf, and it has the weird trousers do throw me off a bit. But apart from that, it'll do, and it's a nice new design from the Seventh Doctor I never thought we'd get, to be honest, which is what makes me happy. And plus the Dalek looks really cool as well, which is just another reason why I'm so excited to have this. Open it up. There you go. Let's go at the Seventh Doctor. I am really pleased to have this, not going to lie. It's about time I got a new Seventh Doctor figure, because my current one is kind of tatty as well. Yeah, okay, now the Dalek. Alright. Look at that! A very, very nifty looking Dalek, I will say. Look how gorgeous that is. Doesn't he look cool? I do love the black against the bronze. It does look very, very complimentary. Why didn't we get this design in the show? We never saw this specific Dalek design. Whoa! Look at that! Look at that! Doesn't that look cool? But yeah, that'll do it for this set here. I'm going to take these away, and we'll move on to the last item. Yeah, it is actually no, not technically the last item. The last figure to show. Okay, next up in this video, we have this big boy. Yes. And this, let me tell you, is something I am very happy to have. The 13th Doctor's TARDIS was and is probably my favourite TARDIS exterior design. I think it's a lot of people's, but it doesn't detract from the fact that it is brilliant and it looks just as good in toy form, I'm sure, as we're going to see in a second. If I could open this bastard up. Yeah. Ooh, there we go. So obviously we have this. Oh, for fuck's sake, I forgot about this. I need screws. Oh my god. Okay, oh my god. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we did it. Oh, got to get rid of this as well. I'll be careful. I don't want to scratch it. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Look at that. I think this might be my favourite TARDIS exterior. I think I already said that. I think it just really harpens back to the classic series of this one. I think they did a superb job capturing it in toy form as well. It looks brilliant. These figures that I got this year are fucking brilliant, and I'm honestly having these figures at such a high quality just really, you know, brings me back to the good old days of, you know, buying, I don't know, like the 10th Doctor's TARDIS interior. That was a fucking superb set to have. Just having these really cool looking toys just shows that the quality has come back to Doctor Who merchandise, which I'm very, very pleased about, to be honest. Such a brilliant lineup of toys I got here. Anyway, we will move on to the last little bit of this merch video, which we will do now. Let's get these out of the way. The last items that I got are all patches, but we'll go through them. Actually, no, before we do, I want to quickly update you on what's happened. While we're here, I can speak. My vest. I'm not sure what's new on here since December, but I got these new patches on the bottom, which I think I already opened on there. And we got a nice Queen crest on the back as well. This is all on the back of my vest. Obviously I already had the death bat. Then we move to the front. We have Sabaton, which I think I saw in my last merch video. We have Metallica up here. Disturbed. Then we have Dream Theater at the bottom on my left side. Then we have Sonata Arctica here. And then Avenged Sevenfold. So that's the update on this vest. So we have a Judas Priest one, which looks really cool, to be honest. I love the different colours in this one. Then we have Volbeat. We have Trivium. And obviously, as you can see here, AC/DC. Probably the coolest AC/DC logo I've ever seen. Yeah, looks really, really cool. And I'm very, very glad to have these patches as well. Also, I don't have them with me, but I also got a Status Quo patch. And then I also got a Queen one. And I think I also have a second Dream Theater one, which might go on like a bag or something. Yeah, that'll about do it. Let's round up all the items together and end off this video. Okay, and there you go. I'm actually really pleased about how I've arranged all of these, to be honest. They look really cool. The shirt in the background. I worked really hard on this display. I hope you guys appreciate that. But that'll conclude this merchandise update. This was like my birthday update, as it were, plus the speakers I can add on there. But yeah, nonetheless, this is actually a great roster of items to have in front of me, to be honest. These are all very, very awesome things to have. But yeah, I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more videos, just click on my channel. If you want to watch more merchandise videos, then I suppose you can scroll back in the history of my channel and watch some of those if you fancy it. But yeah, nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video very, very soon. Goodbye.